want you to turn and talk to someone next to you. What do you notice about that one body section that we just read? Turn and talk to someone next to you and tell me what you notice.
Like, I think it's like going into how order of like first like describe what's happening and then it comes like to like what's going to happen. Like mine are kind of out.
Alright, listen up. Here we go. So let's go back to the beginning of that paragraph. Alright? Let me just read that first part. Coral reefs are structures underwater made from calcium carbonate. They are made from colonies of small animals found in warm marine waters. These rainforests of sea form different form different ecosystems on Earth. About 25% of sea life depends on the coral reefs for food, or a habitat including fish, mollusks, echinoderms, and sponges. If we keep spilling oil in the oceans, coral reefs will soon die off, and then the sea creatures that depend on the coral reefs will soon die as well. And there are big questions about their vulnerability and their ability for recovery, says Nancy Prouty. Okay, what do we notice so far just in that section? Raise your hand. Yeah, Kayla, what do you think?
There's like quotes and a lot of statistics.
Okay, so we have an expert quote in there. We've got a statistic. What else do we have? Yeah, John. Very important information about the actual coral, right?
Like they get right to the point.
Good. They get right to the point. What else, Kira?
Oh, I have a question.
Okay, well hold your questions, okay? What else do we notice? What about up here? What else do we notice up here? Okay, we have another expert quote. John?
Like they do, this author, the seventh grader, they do things like where they give an example of what could happen if you do this, and what, like, it's kind of like problem solution.
Good, so it's problem solution, right? So we're getting an idea of what the structure is as well of this particular piece, okay? This is a good example of a feature article from last year. This person did really well on their piece. And so, and they basically did everything that we just talked about with the blue and red points here. Okay. Now, when we return to our seats, which we're going to do in a second,
We're gonna write all of them.
yeah, you're going to start writing your body paragraphs today.
Oh, but not,
Okay.
not finished.
You're going to start. You should get through a lot of it today, because we're going to move to our kicker tomorrow. But I want you to work. You're going to have a good amount of time to write today. Okay, but hold on. Before we start asking a lot of questions, what I want you to do first is open up your computer. I'm going to give you an opportunity for questions before I send you back. I want you to go to your feature article folder where you have your drafts. Please do that.
Oh, so not
Yeah, not your mini lessons folder, your drafts folder.
Oh, I'm making a draft.
Copy.
Okay, and I want to make sure that right now you have three drafts. You're going to create a third draft today. So your first draft was your hook. Your second draft was your hook revision that we did yesterday. And then today is going to be your draft 3. And I've kind of put some labels here. This is kind of what you should have. You should have your hook 1, your hook 2 revision, and then I want you to create 3 new labels. Body number 1, body number 2, and body number 3. Because this is where you're going to do the actual writing of your body sections.
What if we don't have our hook number 1? What if like we did a really, really small?
It's okay. I know some of you probably just, because you guys made a copy and then you just revised that, so that's okay. You actually don't have it labeled hook 1 and hook 2. But I do want you to just label it hook, so it is labeled as your hook.
Yeah, I already do.
Good. Okay, so this is where you're going to do the drafting of your body paragraphs The other thing that I want you to keep an eye on, if you go back to this document, can you guys open up this document? Future article organization, because you're gonna need this. And in this document, remember at the bottom, what we did yesterday? We came up with our 3 big ideas. And you put the information underneath those ideas, so that you knew that was the information that went in that section from your research. Okay, so make sure that you're referring back to this section as well. Alright, now I will take questions really quick before you head back to your seats. Yes, Kira?